Hello, this is Simon Klein from TradeSmart on the 13th of May 2018. Welcome to this week's episode of Where is the Dollar Going Next? And what you see before you is a dollar index on the daily chart wound back to the end of the previous week. We said last week that if we're able to hold this supply becomes demand zone, then we're likely to move up to the supply zone overhead, to this supply zone over here. So let's take a look at how the market played out last week. So on Monday, the market actually moved to the upside. On Tuesday, the market continued moving up close to this supply zone above. On Wednesday, we moved into the supply zone and then sold off. On Thursday, we actually moved to the downside from this supply zone. And on Friday, we continued moving down back into this demand zone below. So the question is this: what are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this week? If we're able to hold this demand zone, then we're likely to move to the upside again. But the higher probability scenario is that this area does not hold, and if that's the case, we're likely to move to the demand zone below. Now let's take a look at the larger time frames so that we can see more clearly what's going on. So if we take our attention now to the weekly chart, you can see, as we said last week, that we're likely to move up into this supply zone. We know this is a supply zone ahead of time, and look what happened when it hit the supply zone. It sold off. So based on this time frame, it's most likely that we're going to get a pullback down to where we broke out from the base down here. And let's take a look at the monthly chart now. And exactly as we said last week, we've now moved up into the supply zone. So it's most likely, since we're in a downtrend here on the monthly chart, that this is the area or the zone where the downtrend's likely to continue. So again, we're most likely to turn to the downside and continue moving down. But as we also said last week, if we're able to continue moving up and go above this zone here, then that makes it more bullish for the dollar and likely to continue moving to the upside. So these are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this coming week. What I'd like to do now is point your attention to a free webinar that's taking place on Monday, May the 14th. That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll leave a link below the video where you can sign up for this free webinar, either on my YouTube channel or my blog, depending on where you're watching this video. And I urge you to sign up for this. Myself, along with 3 other professional traders, will be discussing the future movements of the S&P 500. And I look forward to seeing you on that webinar tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Simon Klein from TradeSmart. If you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe at the end. Wishing you the best of luck with your trading this week.